Guys coming in, guys, gals, go ahead, share this out. Please subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. I told myself I was going to go live today. I got a lot of work to do. If I get a large audience in here, I'll go longer. I'll do Q&A, stuff like that. I'm doing it every single day. I'm tired. I worked till 1 in the morning and woke up at 7. I'm back on the coffee, but I've been on the off and on the coffee. Been having the last couple of days. Moderation. It's not good for your stomach, so I backed off for basically a month. So I'm drinking a little bit here and there. Try not to go too crazy with it. Just take extra. Ooh. That's some action for you. I'm trying to build up this channel as much as possible. The process of going through this channel to do my own reviews is, to be honest, 40% of the stuff I sent out last year never got reviewed. Never got reviewed. And the seeds out of the peppers were traded and sold from some vendor or reviewers. So it happens. Anybody who knows anything in the industry knows it happens. There's some good reviewers out there. An example, Johnny Scoville, Katie Prettyman, Pepper Baby Burns. I mean, it's Pepper World is so controversy that no matter who the person is, there's always going to be somebody who says they don't like them for some reason. Those people I just mentioned have never burned me. Nelson Chaney, another one. Been a great reviewer. Brad Bishop never screwed me over. He's retired now. I talk to him all the time. He's retired. He doesn't do it anymore. There's a lot of good people out there. So for the good people, I'm going to be sending some stuff out this year. And it'll be fun because I actually do enjoy watching reviews, especially if I'm connected to it. So good morning, everybody. That was just on my mind. Please share this channel. Thumbs up. And my whole point of making this little segment is to actually build this channel. So when I start doing my own pepper reviews, which I have done already, I just haven't released them. When I release the seeds, I'll release the reviews. I want higher views on them and everything else. I do have a treat. I do have a nice treat today. And if you got, it's just like a teaser trailer, but it's not a spoiler alert. But yeah, I'm going to do some more sauce reviews today. And this might be towards the end of the sauce reviews. And I'll be getting more into the pepper reviews, which is basically why I'm here anyway. But it's fun. Big coffee today. Tanzanian pea berry coffee. Some of the world's finest coffee. If I'm going to work 12, 16 hours a day, I'm going to have the best coffee. You know, the type of coffee that makes you sit back and, it's like you're in Tanzania already, on the top of a mountain with the clouds coming through, and you're sipping your coffee. Oh, honey, what a beautiful view. That's what my coffee does for me. What does your coffee do for you? Other than go to the bathroom. Hey, Bruce Cook. Hello. Hey, Bruce, how's work going? Paintball man. Pew, 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 pew. I'm sure nobody at your workplace goes pew, 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 pew. You know, I think I'm probably more fun or more annoying on the coffee. You've been busy as F. I think you can swear here. I really don't care. I put this for adult setting anyway. I used to put it on for under 18 or whatever, and I was getting flagged left and right. A couple friends of mine, personal friends, actually complained and said, "Hey man, our kids love watching your channel. Why can't you have it more like Disney friendly?" I said, I can do that, and I want to do that, but YouTube is flagging me for anything they can find and say, "Ooh, that's not right. That's not right." Like, I won't swear, nothing. So I was getting flagged. Some of the videos were taken down. So now I have it like above 18. So this is like a PG-13. This is a PG. This is a PG-13 video. I mean, honestly, the way YouTube is rating me. Oh, I also got my statistics in through YouTube. This channel is rated B minus. According to the statistics, I'm a B minus channel. Not a B minus. So I must be doing something right. These videos will get better when I get fresh peppers. Good morning, Thomas. If you guys have grow questions, go ahead. If I don't know the answer, I won't tell you. I'll say, I don't know. B minus PG-13. Oh, man. Yeah, that reminds me. This brainstorming and coffee chugging actually gets my brain thinking. I could do something in the middle. Welcome to Jimmy Pickles Pepper Channel. This will be like maybe like an intro. Welcome to Jimmy Pickles Pepper Channel. Rated PG-13. Some viewers may need parental guidance. Rating B minus. I might do that. Just to make you guys laugh. You know, the key of life is not taking yourself too seriously, but working hard. And taking everything in stride and not getting overwhelmed. When any of my words are missing letters, it's my keyboard failing on me. Okay. Yeah, I might do that. I should actually have a notepad and pen just to do some stuff going on here. Do me a favor. You don't have to. I'm commanding you to share this. But no, if you want to, share this. What am I at? Like, how many subscribers do I have? My YouTube studios, when I go into my YouTube studio, it says, I think, 1,187. When I go here directly to YouTube, it says like 1,180. I don't know why there's a difference. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's 1,187. After this video, I'm sure it'll go down. Yeah, it's a very hot day. I'm sure everybody's had their temperatures are just skyrocketing. I went outside and I scrubbed my grill. It's honestly something I haven't done in quite some time. Just scrubbed the living crap out of that grill. Cleaned it up, cleaned the outside of it, everything. Something that needs done. The JP agenda, cut the backyard, do some weed whacking back there. I actually need, as I stated in one of my videos, Bruce, no, Bruce. We love you, Bruce. Come back. But I'm thinking about, yeah, even if you did, I'm sure you're joking, but even if you did, you want to hear something though? Just this a random thought. JP's random thoughts. You resubbed, thank you. I was subscribed to a friend of mine's channel, and I'm not mentioning the name because he'll be like, "What the hell?" A friend of mine's YouTube channel. I actually unsubscribed to his channel. I'll tell you why. This guy did like 10. He was laid off from. This is like 2 years ago. This is a while ago. I don't even think the guy has a channel anymore, to be honest. But I don't want to. Hey, buddy, I unsubscribed to your channel 2 years ago. No, but I did. He made 10 videos a day, and it was notifications. And it was a newer phone, and I was too dumb. Yes, I was too dumb to figure out to not get notifications. Just untap that bell. But yeah, it was like 10 videos a day. The guy was doing a bunch of pepper reviews. He wasn't really a grower. And then he was talking about aliens. It's like three videos a day on pepper reviews. And then one was like the community itself, whatever was happening that day. And then it was like 3 videos on aliens. Like, I'm not joking. Aliens. Yeah. Alien came to visit me. It did not go well. So 3 videos on that, and then like another 3 videos on politics. I tell you what, it's interesting. Taking that guy an example, he's a cool guy. Talk to him all the time. I don't think he even does YouTube anymore. He might. I haven't even checked. I don't know. I unsubscribed, but I still talk to the guy. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Probably wasn't important. Here at the JP Show, what I say is not important. I'm here to waste your time. And I'm starting to rethink having that little thing there instead of the clock. Oh, that's funny, Bruce. I love you, kid. Okay. Good morning, James J. Oh, one of the unlabeled Suprats from seeds I got from you is flowering right now, and I'm just going to let it for fun of it. The rest of the plants I will pinch off flowers until they're big. One of the unlabeled Suprats seeds. Why is it unlabeled? Is it my label came off? But hey, if that's the case or a sign, you know what? Like when it starts producing and it's like, oh my god, folks, like, oh my god, like YouTube wants me to be more dramatic in these videos to bring in the people. So what I'll do for dramatic effect, I'll lift my tripod. This will bring in the ratings. Ratings going down, ratings going up. So what I could do, Bruce, is I could give you a copy of your order, and then you could match up the picture. I think I like this better up than here. I could just put it on a stack of books. I won't. This is something to waste you guys' time. Oh, this gets tall. Wee wee. Now we're having fun, folks. This is too tall, right? Too tall. Tone low. I don't know why I said that. Here's a random. That's worse. Everything I do is worse. So I'll put it back. Whoa, hey. I don't know. Oh, we're having fun. Oh, just my mistake for not labeling each seedling cube or something. That's okay. There's solutions for that too. Now I got a coffee buzz, by the way. Coffee buzz. Good morning to JP Coffee Buzzing. I'm lowering this because it'll waste time and you guys will watch longer. This is the show where action happens. So that's a little better. Too bad I'm in the picture, but I guess I'm the host of your show. Hey, Krista. Oh, yeah, and the other thing is map out your grow. Tags were off. I actually was on the telephone yesterday with another vendor, and I told the other vendor this story. Now, if the customer's watching, they'll be like, pickles. Why are you talking about me, pickles? So this vendor made a $1,000 order. I shipped it. This person, now that the order, this is actually something I can almost say unimportant, but for some reason it's important. Because if they're saying this, other people might be saying this. They might not understand. Okay, so I think let's get back to the year. 2019. I think it was 2000. Yes, 2019. An individual comes up to me, makes about $1,000 order. I throw in about 200 varieties for free, maybe $250 varieties in for free, probably more than that. I ship it that day or the next day. Everything's fine. This company, actually it was another company, grew like freaking $1,300 worth of seeds, okay? $1,300 worth of seeds. Grew every single seed. No seed was left behind. No child was left behind at that park. No child had to call their parents and say the school left them behind. They grew every single seed. So then they make their markers. They do everything they need to. Germination rates were fantastic. I think they said like 95%, whatever. They had a great success. Everything's growing great. Well, lo and behold, I get a message from the company and they said, hey, Pickles, hey. And I'm like, hey, I haven't even had my morning coffee. It's like 3,000 messages. There is a story. I'm still dealing with this company, by the way. I think I'm dealing with them. I don't know. There's a lesson to be learned in this story. And I'm taking it long-winded. Keep that thumbs up. So, they get seeds grow true. They get great germination rates, but they want 30 to 40 hours customer service. Is there an issue with growing? No, these people can grow. They know what they're doing. They're in business. So why do they need 30, 40 hours with me? One might ask. And the answer will be, their tags got washed off in the rain and they wanted me to identify every single plant. Every single plant. Every single plant. They want me to lose 2 weeks worth of work. It was, we're talking 40 to 80 hours of customer service because their tags wore off from the rain and the sun. Okay. There's a part 2 to this story, by the way. There's a legitimately part 2. And if this company is watching now, I'm not mentioning your names. I'm just using it as an example. And if I insult this company, I apologize. I'm using you to an example because a couple other people did this. Actually, no. I get about 100 people a year doing this to me. Their tags wore off and they're like, Pickles, I don't know what the hell this is. And you know what happens to me? My heart goes boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, oh man, somebody wants a refund. Somebody wants a replacement. Somebody's mad. That's the instant thing. As a customer, talking to a company, instantly, please say, I mixed it up. I screwed up, because instantly I'm like, this person, are they going to hate me? I want to be loved. I want to be loved. Can't y'all love me? And as the tripod falls apart. Anyway, so their tags wear off, and since this is a YouTube show, I draw it out real long. I need that time, folks. So, anyway, so I said, me caring, because I feel like my secret message is, it's not really such a secret. My customer success is my success, and that's really true for any company. My success is your success, so on and so forth. So I care. I do care. I said, you know what? I sort of going through this. I'm like, all right, show me a picture. I said, I'm actually jumping in my car to do my shipments, which is right down the street. It took me 4 hours to get my shipments out that day. I said, whoa, I can't do this anymore. I lost a half a day, which I worked like 12, 16 hours a day, but I lost like a half a day doing this. But I'm glad I did, and I'll tell you why. Because this is how I'm getting better with my company. I almost drank this much coffee today. So all I got to do, instead of spending 4, 10, 20, 30, 40 hours with another company or a customer, hey, this is what I'm going to do. And Bruce, if you need this, do not hesitate. Get a hold of me and I can do this for you. It will help. And it'll say, and I can't spend all this time. Look at my plant. What's this? What's that? What's this? What's that? What's this? What's that? What's this? What's that? Freaking, it's a 1990s freaking MTV grind party. Freaking, what's this? What's that? I mean, it's freaking, it's insanity. Who wants to go through insanity? I mean, it's like Wall Street over here for the most part. It really is. And I enjoy the YouTube show, so I'm really pushing it. I'm pushing it hard. All I got to do is make a copy of the order and give it to you. Compare the pictures. Now, if things are sold out, the pictures won't show up on the receipt. What you can do, and I have a backup plan. I became more self-sufficient and sufficient towards the customer. Instead of me this is the YouTube version, which is the long uncut version. But when I talk on Messenger, I like to get right to the point so I get back to work. And a lot of times, I got to be honest, I put that Messenger on mute, because if my hands are dirty and wet, I can't just keep wiping them and going. But I check 20, 30 times a day, and I'm really quick. Anybody who knows me knows I'm pretty quick on responding. I've dealt with other companies that took hours to respond. Anyway, there is a part 2 to this story. My God, yes. It's a long story. So this company, it's $1,300 worth of seeds. Do you know how many seeds that is? I don't know. $5.49 a pack. 10 to 15 seeds a pack. We'll say 10 plus freebies. That's thousands of plants. They wanted every plant identified. So after going through this for countless hours, I learned my lesson. I became more sufficient with the company. Here's a copy, and you're going to have to do your own work on it. And I said, this pepper, let's see, I'm trying to think. Ahi Chombo and Caribbean Reds are similar. The Ahi Chombos are a little bit bigger, but if you didn't water enough, and you try to have the plant flower, they're going to be smaller, and they could look like Caribbean Reds. There is a flavor difference. So I said, hey, taste them, and then you can figure out the flavor difference and the heat level. Oh, we don't That's company product. I'm a worker. The owner never contacts you, but the workers do. Which it's like 4 workers contacted me, which is completely crazy. I'm like, I just said this to another worker that worked with you. And they're all nervous, chickens without heads running around at that company, because what happened is all the rain and the sun washed and bleached out the labels. Now they want me to identify everything. So through this process, which was beyond frustrating for me, I have learned, here's a copy of your order, you figure it out. I don't have time to fix your garden when I have 1,000 messages coming in and working 12, 16 hours a day. But I can help you. Do not hesitate. I'll give you a copy of your order, and then you can try to match it up. I can't play the matching game with thousands of plants for one place. Okay, that's part 1. Brief intermission, because there's a part 2. You expect me to say something? This is intermission. Okay, intermission done. Oh, I missed a lot of comments. So this is the intermission, and I'll get to part 2. There is a part 2. Love you all too. I missed a lot. I missed a lot. Hey, Garden State Gardener. Man, I missed a lot of comments. That's cool, Krista. Go ahead. Yeah, that's fine. Just sharing your channel to my Twitter feed. Awesome. Thank you. My enthusiasm is true, and coffee is the fuel. I have 2 and 5 gallon containers in my each grow labeled with huge stickers. Clear tape over them, the stickers to keep weather. Yeah, they still wear off depending upon the weather. I tried that too. That packaging tape will help. It will. It will keep an extra 3 to 5 weeks. But they still wear off. They'll fade with the sun too. They do help a lot though. Oh, and I'm sorry. I missed this. So we're going to go back to part 1. All I had to say was map out your grow. You do your tags and everything else. Map out your grow. I have a clipboard. I have paper. I could look on a map. If I'm looking for something like, hey, I want to get this on the website, I need to go ahead and new people coming in, please give it a thumbs up and please share the channel. Please share the channel. The clipboard. That clipboard, just map out your grow. I put little squares and I write down what it is. Row 1, row 2, row 3. Because without writing the mapping out your grow and writing the rows, the customer comes up to me, ruh-roh, I don't know what I'm growing because my tags wore off. Mapping out your grow is like an insurance plan. Okay, so that was on part 1 of the story. New people coming in, you're going to have to go back in because that was a long story. Yeah, I wasn't calling out that company or anything. They're a great customer of mine. They're very nice people. It's just a situation happened where their tags wore off and they wanted customer service for probably 80 hours. I can't do that. I can't imagine how that anyone can expect to be responsible for their... Yeah, I'm telling you, hundreds, 200-300 people a year expect that out of it. Okay, throw your hand up in the air and shake it like you just don't care. Shake your butt. Okay, that was part 1. Get ready for part 2. There's an actual part 2 with the same people. You're not even going to believe this. They actually believed that there was a lifetime guarantee on my seeds. Okay, now let me explain. This part 2 is going to be a lot shorter. Okay, to recap on part one, just to go as long as possible, it was simple. Check how fast. Okay, check how fast I could do the story from part one, and I could. Customer makes $1,000 order. I give about $1,300 worth of seeds. Everything grows true. Everything's fine. They tag everything, but they never mapped out their grow. Their entire signs wore off, and they expected me to identify thousands and thousands of plants. And they got mad. They actually got mad at me, and they brought in other workers. Well, we spent good money. You need to help us. We're gonna. And the one girl's like, "Please, for the love of God, I'm gonna get fired. I'm gonna get fired if you don't help me." I think she got fired. I actually laughed. I'm sorry. I think she did, because I talked to somebody a month ago, and I think that person did get fired from the company. I'm not sure why, but anyway. So part two. So what happens is the process and the years are important on part two, and I'll get back to comment sections. Part one, order was about $1,000 order was made in 2019. 2020, they grow everything, but they mixed it up. They mixed up their entire grow, and their tags wore off. And the worker got fired for doing that, I believe. I believe that worker got fired. So, I mean, okay. That was 2020. Now, update part two of the story. 2021, being this year, I get contacted. Mr. Jimmy Pickles, we've done great business in the past, but I have a big problem. Not one single thing is growing true. What's this? What's that? 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 What's this? It's like, my freaking God, I'm jumping in the car to do my order. I don't have time to read this. It was like an hour of pictures. Can you identify this? Can you identify that? And I'm like, this is me looking at my phone. What the hell? So I said to the person, wait a second, I'm jumping in my car. I'm getting delayed on actual doing my work again. So I got to do this quick. I got to be as fast as possible with these customers. I got to. It's holding me back from my job. The more I get held back from my job, the harder it's going to be to actually produce peppers, to do customer service that actually needs it. Because this part, they could have left me out of it completely. So they saved their seeds. They took my seeds, mixed up the grow of thousands of plants. Every single plant was mixed. I have proof of it, okay? So they harvest those seeds. They save maybe 20 to 100 seeds per variety instead of buying isolated seeds again, which helps ensure purity, 90 to 100% on isolated seeds. I spent thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars doing this process to help the customer. I'm helping the customer by doing this. Instead of them coming back and buying seeds again, they saved their own seeds without isolating it. Plus, it was mixed up. Guess what happened? And they showed me a picture of their grow. I said, you know what? Show me a picture of your grow. Their plants. One variety was this far apart. We're talking MTV Grind Party. For some reason, I've been saying that a lot lately. I think there is a reason why I keep saying that. One of my customers actually wrote music for MTV Grind Party. That's a whole different thing. But anyway, so funny stuff. Anyway, so the plants are basically dry humping. They're getting jiggy with it. They got bees. They're cross-pollinating. Plus everything was mislabeled. They mixed everything up, and they're like, they didn't blame me. They didn't blame me, but they needed me. And I helped them. And then they mixed up their seeds again. I guess they dropped them. So now, they said, your seeds are not growing true. Your seeds are mixed up. I didn't mix up the seeds. My stuff grew true. Your tags were off. I said, wait a second. I gave you guys 30 hours customer service in 2020 from the 2019 order. Why am I giving you customer service on your saved seeds from your own grow? They said, well, those seeds and the genetics came from you. They said, we'd like a refund on some of this stuff. I said, are you freaking kidding me? Do you think I owe you a lifetime guarantee on my seeds? A lifetime guarantee. Are you fucking kidding me? So they're all like, we mixed up our grow. We need 80 hours customer service. The following year, they save seeds non-isolated. The proper term is not open pollinated. It's non-isolated. Either you're buying isolated, which is more of an insurance policy on seeds, it's really the right thing to do, and versus non-isolated. So they took my isolated seeds, grew them non-isolated, everything cross-pollinated, and they mixed up their grow, and they want customer service on their own seeds. Those are your seeds. No. Those are your seeds now. So the following year, so I took a time machine with Dr. Brown and Marty, and we went to the year 2022, and stuff got cross-pollinated even more. And the following year, so do I owe these people 50 years of customer service? No. I said, I got to be fast and I got to be direct. I said, if there's an issue or whatever, it's my responsibility to make sure the seeds get to you, and they germinate and they grow true. 3 responsibilities. Everything in between. My leaves are yellow. My plant's not tall. Those are not my issues or my fault. So technically, but I do create a service with YouTube. That's why share this. And let people know I'm long-winded and I drink a lot of coffee. So that's the crazy part. These people wanted another 80 hours of customer service. I'm like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. I don't. I mean, seriously, yeah. My attorney is $800 an hour. Okay? There's certain services for this house that it's not free assessments. Some of it you have to even pay for an assessment. Consultation for attorneys, they charge in between $400 to $800 an hour. And I told I'm one of my best friends is my attorney, so I talk to him all the time. I actually talked to him this morning. I sent him a goofy thing. It was a parody of NASA. I text him. We're like best friends. We're peas in a pod. We're BFFs. I don't know how he puts up with me, but a good friend. But he's like, dude, this is how he talks. This is how he talks. It's almost like Brad Garrett from Everybody Loves Raymond. Dude, seriously? I don't charge you for talking to you. I could. He's like, dude, your job's ridiculous, man. And he goes, pickles. Yeah, you're ridiculous for giving all those hours. Do you know how much better your company would be if you could actually just work instead of stopping work for 3 hours because somebody mixed up their grow? And I'm like, well, I care about the community, and I care. You need to care about your company more. That's ridiculous. And I'm like, well, I came up with a solution. If they mix it up, don't hesitate. Contact me. I'll give you a copy of the list. And by the way, and the moral of the story is, Mix up your grow. I'll give you a copy of your order. You do the work. You figure it out. You mixed it up. Your tags were off. You didn't map out your grow. It's on the instruction sheets. Map out your grow. At least the new stuff. And I've been preaching on Facebook and Instagram. Map out your grow. Map out your grow. Do you know people argue with me every year? Oh man, map out my grow. I wrote in pencil. I don't have to map out my grow. Mr. Pickles, don't tell me to map out my grow. Who are you to tell me to map out my grow? Like, is that freaking insane or not? People argue with me. Right on your, oh, I write on tags. I don't need to. Guess what? Those people come up to me 3 months later. Oh, we need like 40 hours customer service. Could you take off work? And that's the most frustrating stuff. Here's a copy of your order. Some of these people weren't even my customers, and they wanted me to identify everything. Well, the seed company we bought from won't give us customer service. They have a regular job. They don't do this full time. So they want to come to me, and it's all the time. All the time. All night long. All night. Yeah, I'm drinking a ton of coffee, by the way, folks. I'm basically Tim Foley down in the basement. I'm sorry, not Tim Foley. Matt Foley on Saturday Night Live. He sits there and chugs the coffee. Well, he's a motivational speaker, and he's here to teach you kids not to do drugs. And he's like, well, he's been down, and it was Phil Hartman. Rest in peace, Phil Hartman. And he's like, yeah, Matt Foley was down in the basement drinking espressos for 5 hours straight. He's all sweaty. What you gotta do, kids? Quit taking your homework and rolling up your papers for doobies. That's how I feel when I drink, when I'm on this show drinking all this coffee. Bunch of doobie rollers. Hey Mick, how's it going? So I figured that was two stories that I just top of the head that were fun. Like I said, if the customer was watching, I do. If I felt intimidated, but intimidated you, I do sincerely apologize. Honestly, I felt, why not incorporate into my video just what's going on, because their experience can help you. And honestly, their experience, although I wanted to put my head through a wall, it helped me become more sufficient towards customers. Like, hey, here's the situation. Instead of me saying, okay, I'm going to lose 2 weeks worth of work to help you from your mistake, I'll just give a copy of the list of what they got. Now, one thing on the list does not show the freebies I gave. So, I mean, that long-winded story, that 40 hours of customer service, and it was 40 hours of it was at least 30 to 40 hours customer service. I felt obligated because that customer spent a lot of money. However, if I worked a regular job, I would have made just the same. I would have made more money working regular because I gave that much time. So when you're running a business, time management is everything. This YouTube channel, I figured, should help my company. It has helped my sales. It's helped you guys. So, I mean, lesson number one, if you mix up your grow, contact me. I'll give a copy of your receipt. I send you guys receipts in email. So I could give you another copy of your receipt, screenshot it. This is what you bought. Please match it up. I have to move along very quickly with my day. And leave it at that. Okay, now lesson number two, going back over this again and again, because some people, I don't know, not here, but in general, somebody else could come in and not realize this. This is not the only customers that did this. They take my isolated seeds. Oh, Oh, I forgot about this. Wow. Holy crap, I really forgot about this. This really freaking happened. Wow, I can't believe this. I actually can't believe I forgot this. Wow. I'm just amazed. So, when you take my isolated seeds and you grow a plant, that doesn't make it isolated. And it doesn't give you a lot. It's to grow true. It should grow true. There's no reason not to. I grow from my own seeds. I'm going to be honest. Everything has grown true. Every single plant has grown true. Now, I've been lucky. I've been lucky. There is a chance of cross-pollination, there's always that chance. It's not 100%, but basically, personally for me, so far, it's 100%, ever since I isolated. A lot of times say, oh, this didn't grow true. A lot of times I find out. This has happened. I've given a refund, and then 2 months later, oh, something else didn't grow true. I'll go back in the conversation. Well, if this didn't grow true and it was that, and this didn't grow true and it was that means the customer mixed them up. And I gave a refund for nothing. You got free seeds, and I had to give at least 20 minutes of customer service. So it's beyond insanity. Do I make mistakes? Sure. So sometimes I give the customer the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, so you take my isolated, this happened. This happened. And if I'm shouting, it's because I'm drinking too much coffee. This is why I actually gave up coffee for a little bit. I get too hyper. So you take my isolated seeds, you grow a plant, you grow true. You get the peppers from that plant, you take the seeds from it. And then you use those seeds to grow again next year. I don't guarantee those. That is not my job. I didn't produce those seeds. You produced those seeds. That's the craziest thing. They could have cross-pollinated in your grow. And some people think it's a lifetime guarantee on seeds. So that I figured I'd share that story with you guys. Okay, back to the comment sections. Yes, I should charge a consultation fee. Should have said I. Howdy. Hello, Howdy. $300 an hour consultation fee. Yeah, the $300 is about standard for an attorney. I wouldn't need it since I know what all my varieties are and what they are supposed to look like. I just have to let them grow peppers and be all able to plant one section. Yeah, that's cool. Like I said, man, anybody watching this, if you mixed up your grow, what I'll do is I'll give you a copy of what you bought. That does not include the free ones, and you match it up. And that's the best thing you can do. That is the absolute best thing. And I feel stupid for not being able to come up with that solution for you guys. People are going to be flooding the groups this year. What's this pepper? What's this pepper? And I'm going to go ahead and jump on there. First of all, how are you going to the general public and saying, pepper ID? What's my pepper? Like, I don't know, man. Do you know there's over 30,000 different peppers in the world, and I've probably sold maybe 700 types in the last few years? And I have 1,500 types in my personal collection. There is well over 30,000 different pepper types. Do you know a lot of peppers look alike, but they taste different and the origins are different? Even the species could be different. My sugar rush, and I get criticism for this because some people are ignorant. Ignorant is lack of knowledge. It doesn't mean rude, but they were rude too. I have a Sugar Rush Peach version that's my own, that's a Capsicum Chinense. Sugar Rush Peach is actually Capsicum picartum. I have altered it and crossed it. Accidental cross. So I put my initials at the end because I actually cultivated it to be a much larger and like a balloon shape. And I have further development, and I have been working for 8 years on projects that I've never released. 8 years, and I may very well release this year. Yes, 8 years. Some 4 or 5 years, some 8 years. So I might release some really cool stuff this year, hoping everything's Everything looks great. I just want to make sure. You got to spend that extra time. But yeah. So one point we're gonna backtrack small. People took my isolated seeds, grew them, and sold the seeds as isolated, although they didn't do the isolation process. Therefore, it's non-isolated. I caught 5 people last year doing that. I said, "Whoa!" I'm like, just whoa. They're not isolated. Why are you calling them isolated? I spent all this time and money. Oh my God, Pickles is after me on a coffee binge. He'll never shut up. It's like we've met. And I'm like, well, they're not isolated. Oh, I didn't know. That's the problem. Some of these guys don't know what they're doing and they're saying they're isolated. No, they're not. Yesterday, somebody invited me to a live video on Facebook, and these guys, we sell isolated seeds. Like this couple was saying, we sell isolated seeds. Whoa, they're isolated. All this other stuff. Not one single net under one single plant, and all their plants are close together. They're not isolated. They know. And by the way, I'm not calling them out. But they're stealing pictures from people. They're selling seeds to stuff they've never grown. And they're saying they're isolated, organic, germination rates, all this stuff. They're giving you a free balloon, a bonsai plant, a chocolate bar. And you guys are eating it up. So, if they don't have nets on their plants, they're lying. All right, so let's get back. Let's get back to my second picture of the coffee of the day. Okay, let's get back to Mick. Hello, Mick. Mick is caller 82 today. I put my peppers on the opposite side of corn rows, get them away from the main garden. That does help. That actually, Mick, that helps a lot. That's not isolated, but that's going to help. I mean, you're really helping your, basically isolated is a half. I've had arguments with people left and right. I've had arguments with my own friends. Dude, isolated is 5 foot. Here's an article of the nightshade, because basically peppers are in the nightshade, and so is tomatoes. And they're showing me tomato articles and all this other stuff. And, that's not 5 foot distance is going to help. But bees go half a mile. Do you know how much pollen is stuck on those legs? A bee's leg is not like this. A bee's leg is like this, and it picks up all the pollen, and it goes from flower to flower to flower, and it'll go to the neighbor's flower, and it's all cross-pollinating. So that's not isolated, There's good people. There's good people I caught last year that watch this channel, and I'm like, hey, you said you're selling isolated seeds. Those are not isolated. I'm like, but they're 6 foot apart. It's still not isolated. And they're like, oh. I said, here's some articles, here's this, here's that. Department of Agriculture told me half a mile, separate greenhouses or nets. And they're like, oh, okay. So the person was cool. 100% cool. I didn't know. So that's the thing. People are selling seeds and they don't have the knowledge. I just want to put money back into my grow. I'm cool with it. Putting first-year growers, second-year growers, or even third-year growers coming in, not having the background or the knowledge, is making small mistakes that they may or may not know. Or, some of them might be perfect. But that's why I have this channel. And that's why I took that guy to Private Messenger. It's better to take people to Private Messenger, not to embarrass them. I make mistakes. We all make mistakes. So let's try to be professional about things too. Let's see. Bruce Cook. From my understanding, isolated means that appropriate measures have to be taken to prevent pollen from other plants. Can't get in the plant you intend to isolate. Right. 5 foot, laugh out loud. Absolutely laugh out loud. Q-tips are good for indoor peppers. Yes. Oh. Random thought. Random thought. Man, today's video, I was not going to go live. I have to water my plants. I watered them yesterday and they were bone dry. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw my earbuds in and I'm going to jam out. These are charging as we speak. See? Now it's charging. I'll put my wireless earbuds in and I'll be jamming. This is how I water them. No, I don't listen to that crap. Anyway, maybe I'll listen to some Pink Floyd or something in water and just actually relax. Just water the crap out of them today. Oh, I was going to say I sidetracked myself. Somebody was growing and trying to produce indoors, and this guy's a friend of mine on the group. So I did write it in the comment section. I said, your little video, you made a huge mistake. I said, what did he use? Was it a Q-tip? No, it was not. Man, I need to shave today. I shave every day and it grows back so quick. He used a toothbrush, a battery operated toothbrush. He went up to the flowers and went to each single one. They're self-pollinators, but I'm just gonna bump it and grind on the little flower, get them to pollinate. I watched this guy do this, and he took the pollen from that plant to that plant to that plant to that plant to that plant, and he did this for like 5 minutes. I'm like, dude, you realize you just freaking cross-pollinated your entire grow? And he's like, no, I didn't. I just go because they're self-pollinated. And oh, yes, you did. You just did that. I caught not many people that, and then all of a sudden they save the seeds and nothing grows true the following year. So it's like, yeah, that toothbrush thing, yeah, you could do that. That's fine. You got to wash it off thoroughly, or take that off and throw it out and pop a new one in. Well, that's expensive. Well, use a Q-tip and throw the Q-tip out. Don't cross-pollinate unless you want to cross-pollinate. But yeah, that's another mistake I noticed in the groups. Back to the comment sections. Led Zeppelin's great. What kind of netting do you use? I use mosquito netting. I find mosquito netting that I buy locally. Heading to work on truck. Ooh, got an order. Whoever placed that order, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I think this channel brings in revenue for me. I don't get paid to give advice, but I know it increases my sales. Whoever placed that order, thank you. Very nice. Just like Borat. Very nice. Very nice order. Led Zeppelin. I do like Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin. For some reason, Led Zeppelin 3 and Presence are like my two favorite albums from Led Zeppelin. I haven't listened to them that much. I really... Oh, yeah. Gordon State Gordon says, laugh out loud. Oh, my God, that's funny. Yeah, that's great. I've watched this person do that. Oh, man. I'm thinking of ideas of other videos. And and this is like freestyle, so I can make mistakes and say things I shouldn't. To answer your question, I will answer that right away. When is the best time to place orders for following season, summer or fall? Technically, fall. You can place your order anytime you want, but I will have more varieties in the fall. I mean, people are like, you guys have no idea, and I do smile over this positively. It just shows interest. When's the chocolate primatelli is going to be available, and when's the golden primatelli is going to be available? Because those originated from me. They're a color variant. So those will be available, I mean, I'm just guessing, probably in the fall. Early fall or late fall? Well, I'm producing over 300 varieties this year, so I don't know. I would say, honestly, I think appropriate answer would be late fall. I'm going to move as fast as possible. Thank God for the coffee. Praise the coffee gods. I'm going to build a temple in my backyard with one little coffee bean. Yes. Okay, so I don't know what else I was going to say. Going live for an hour. We're doing well. We're doing well, folks. Yeah, keep the questions coming. I'm here to answer questions. Is Pepper X seeds available? No. In fact, if anybody bought Pepper X seeds, you have been ripped off. That is Ed Curry's deal, not my deal. And I will most likely never ever sell Pepper X. That's his ordeal. Yep, you were testing me, weren't you? That's okay. Yeah. Yep, Pepper X is not available. I will probably never sell them. Certain seeds I don't sell. You know, here's something. Just a general thing. I will and I have in the past, and I have, believe it or not, I have a lot of seeds of these, and I can put them on my website now, full supply. But I decided not to. Sugar Rush Peach, the original. Go buy that off my good friend Chris Fowler over in Wales. I think it's like WelshDragon.com. He's a good friend of mine. We have all kinds of crazy discussions all the time. We just had a crazy discussion the other day. Constructive. And we were all on the same side anyway. But I have my own version of the Sugar Rush Peach. He has his own. So if you want the original, go to him. If you want my version, come to me. He's growing my version right now. So he's not to sell those. And I'm not to sell. He helps me out. I help him out. That's what the pepper community is supposed to be about. Helping each other out. So him and I made a secret deal that's not so secret anymore. That I would promote him and he would promote me. A lot of it's on Messenger and we give each other screenshots. Hey, I just recommended you. I just recommended you. So he's growing my version right now. If he ever decides to sell it, I'm going to go back and sell his original stuff that I agreed not to. But he's a trustworthy fellow. And I think he's growing 1 or 2 plants. Newbie question. How long can seeds be stored if stored in the right conditions? Years. Actually, years. And forgive me for my brain slipping out of this. I want to mention a name. I have a perfect image in my head. There is a seed bank, seed storage unit. Oh man, where is it? New Zealand, or I can't even remember. It's on the side of a mountain. And those seeds, they will keep for 50, 60 years under the right conditions. My seeds, germination rates will drop by 10% after 4 or 5 years. I store, and I'll tell you straight up, I store them in about 68 degrees consistent, 68. And in a cool, dark place. Norway, yes, Norway. Hey, here's something that I think is freaking awesome. In fact, I want to grow it. I want to grow it. It's a squash. They found a squash seed that they believed was extinct. I think it's like a bright orange squash. And yeah, I think you're right. I think it is Norway. And that's not the only location. So it's a certain squash they believed was extinct, and they found it. It's just in Canada, mind you. They grew it, and they brought it back to life. It's now in existence. They thought it was extinct. So for the agriculture, the botany field, that's freaking fantastic. Here's something else. Like animals, this is what I freaking love. Like I get excited like a little kid when they find new species of animals. Well, I think was it 2019 or 2020? I think it was 2019. They found new species of peppers in South America. There's government restrictions. You're not allowed to grow those. And by the way, there's certain types of peppers you're not allowed to grow. Generally speaking. No, no, no. You're allowed to grow, but you can't sell. Now, the species found, I believe you're not allowed to grow. I don't think you're even supposed to have it. It's illegal, according to government standards, based on what I was reading. For the new species found, I think it's 4 or 5 new species. And I know some people really get into pepper flowers. The flowers were like, you get like your 4 or 5 points on certain flowers. Some of them have a purple ridge. Some of them have green, little spots, stuff like that. These flowers, I think, what species? No, it was a new species found. They've never seen a flower. It's like the flower was just this really long flower like this. I mean, there are flowers for peppers like that, but really, really long. And I was sent documents. They're probably stored on my old phone that I kept. But yeah, those documents are really cool. Amanda, how you doing? You missed a lot of good stories. I went into story mode today. So to recap on what you missed, I told, I don't necessarily like using situations or stories with customers, because I don't want to intimidate them. But I kind of did, or I did, about people. Basically, the moral of the story was map out your grow. They mixed up their entire grow from it was a $1,000 order that was mixed up. I didn't mix it up. They mixed up their own grow. Well, what happened was they're in a climate where it rains and it's real hot, and their signs wore off. And I gave them about $200 to $300 of free seeds, so it was $1,300 worth of seeds. Every single plant mixed, and they wanted me to give customer service. I got to the point. Here's the copy of your list. Match it up. And then they came back the next year and they said, we saved our seeds from our non-isolated, and we want a refund because our stuff got crossed. They're supposed to be isolated, original, so if they're isolated, each generation, it's not going to cross. That's incorrect. It's only good for that one season. You have to continue to isolate. And yeah, they didn't understand. I'm like, wow, that blew my mind. And they were all mad, and now they're cool. And they're, we didn't understand. These were workers. I was dealing with another company that grows probably more than me. And I'm like, wow, you guys believe that, yet you're a company? I don't know. All these people coming up and they're starting companies, and they don't know the genetic stuff. They don't know the background on stuff. They don't know to map out their grow. And it's just like, we're going back to the basics, and it's just long-winded. And that makes these videos long-winded. Anyway, hey, I think Bruce Cook's checking out. Check you later. I have to get ready and leave for work. Enjoy your paintballing today, Bruce. Thank you for watching. All right. I've gone live for an hour. Probably in a few hours, I will have another delivery of hot sauces. And if you guys, I'm not mentioning the company, but I'm saving these bottles. These bottles are freaking awesome. Wait till you check this out. You have a good day too. I'm going to go out. I scrubbed my grill. I got all my orders out. I'm going to water my plants. I get a little bit of sun. I get a vitamin A and D, and I'm going to put in my earbuds. I'm going to water right after this video. I'm jumping right out there. They're charging as we speak, my earbuds. And I'm going to jam out to some tunes and water for about 3-4 hours. And then I'm going to have a lunch. Those new sauces are come. Ooh, thank you. Whoever placed that order, thank you. I've gotten 2 orders during this live video. I think this is the best thing for my company. Oh, and here's something you guys can help me with. I see something right now in this video, and I think it's crazy. Logo, logo, logo. How many logos am I going to have? I love that sign, but I think it's too many logos. What should I have over there? You know what I could do? I could put a picture. I'm not going to put canvas because I do get some canvas work done for me for the company. I could just have a picture blown up on nice finishing paper and frame it like a chocolate primatale, since that came from me, or something else. Or maybe a picture of my grow, or I don't know. I could have, better yet, why don't I do a picture of myself doing, I got to figure it out. Was it the Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite like this? And then I'll put it right there as a joke. Yeah, you have a good day too, Amanda. Garden Steak owners, use your initials with a hot pepper under it. Yeah, I could do the Uncle Rico. Oh, you know what? I was just thinking of something random. N&J Pepper Show. They haven't made a video in a long time. Nick Hyatt's getting married. He actually just invited me to the wedding. I don't think I could make it though, down in North Carolina. I'm in Pennsylvania. He's getting married in October. He's a good friend of mine from the N&J Pepper Show. Justin Freeman's in that show. They haven't made a video in a very long time. But when I sent fresh peppers to that review show, I did a little gag gift in there. It was on one of the episodes of the show. I did woo! I did an 8.5 by 11 picture of myself doing something like this, and I wrote, "To Justin Freeman, my greatest fan, Jimmy Pickles." Just something real cheesy like this. Took a picture of myself, printed it out, and I put it in the fresh pepper box. And I told Nick Hyatt about it. They're doing the show. He opens up the box, and I said, "Nick, open that box." And be like, open the paper and start laughing, get Nick curious. Or not Nick, Justin. Then hand it over to Justin. Justin's like, "Holy crap, what the hell, Pickles?" But hey, anybody coming in, thumbs up, and please do share this video. I figured today was a fun video. There's a couple of videos are just, I'm like, it's just kind of hanging out. But this is a little bit better video. There's some important messages on there, like map out your grow. If you mix up your grow, contact me. I'll just give you a copy of your order. If you ordered from somebody else, please contact them. That way you identify it. Pepper identification on groups really doesn't work. It does, but it doesn't. Overall, you're going to just mess up the gene pool. Do you know how many people I see selling stuff that's not even true? And they think they're like, "Oh yeah, just got into growing. I'm learning." And then all of a sudden they grow and now they're selling that 6, 7 months later, and they're selling stuff that they mixed up. This year's going to be a very interesting year. I think a lot of vendors are going to be like, a lot of customers from those vendors. There was a certain vendor, he was first year selling, I think, this past year. And man, the guy stole my slogan. I had a small slogan. The guy made a slogan, made stickers of it. I didn't say anything, and I'm still not going to say anything. Man, he mixed up his entire grow, and he contacted me, and he sold seeds to the mixed up grow. Nothing was right. I had to block the guy because he was messaging me at 3 in the morning. Hey man, I want to choose. He was sending me these. Whoa, this guy was sending me messages at 3 in the morning. He said, hey Pickles, I want to choose what I get for free. I made a great order of $10. I want to pick what I get for free. Last time I got the same thing for free. I'm like, whoa, dude. He would order Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 11 p.m. 3 in the morning, must have been drunk. Hey, Pickles. I'm like, oh my God. So that guy ended up being a seed vendor, and he mixed up his entire grow. I'm like, oh my freaking God. Are you serious? I mean, it's just beyond absurd. I mean, dude, I am a freaking internet gold mine from the stories I get, but I try. You guys have no idea how I try not to mention the stories because I'm actually feel like I'm calling somebody out, and I don't want to do that. So, all right. So you know what? I've been going live for a while. We got 3 people here. I need to water my plants. I'll try to check that out. Thank you. So I'm out. Let's see. What can I do here? What can I do? This has been a fun video. Please share it out. You guys need seeds? jppepperseeds.com. Thank you all for watching. Boom. I'm out. Have a great day.